Hi there, my name's Nathan Baglyos from Harman Professional, and I'm here today at Kraft Music to talk about the EON 600 family of speakers from JBL Professional. For a great deal, make sure to check out the bundles from Kraft Music. The EON line of speakers is something that JBL Professional pioneered over 20 years ago with the original EONs. These are the speakers that really defined what a portable PA should be, something that can go anywhere and do anything. Whether it's people speaking, whether it's music, whether it's something very soft and intimate, or whether it's a hard, crowd-hitting anthem that you really want to get everybody on their feet with. Over the last 20 years, we've had some fantastic design and acoustical innovations, and all of that work has gone into the EON 600 speakers, making these the best-sounding EONs that we've ever had. First and foremost, let's talk about some of the things we're doing acoustically. The biggest thing that we have built into these are the image control waveguides on the high frequencies. Image control is the technology that we developed for our M2 master reference monitors. These are the very high-end master reference monitors that you'll find in professional studios worldwide, including the Village in Los Angeles, as well as many other very high-grade studios. What the image control waveguide does is precisely control the directivity of the speaker at the crossover point, making sure that whether you're on axis or off axis, you're hearing the same great information. What that means for you is that when you're using the EON 600 speakers, you know that everyone in the room is getting the same fantastic JBL Professional sound. These are studio monitor grade sound coming out of a portable PA speaker, and that's really powerful. That means that you're going to be understood if you're speaking, and it means that your music is going to sound the way it sounds on the record, whether you're playing it back or whether you're playing it live. On the low frequency, on the 15 and the 12-inch models, we've used something that we lovingly call the flying squirrel, which we technically call the pattern control aperture. Again, what this does is precisely control the directivity of the speaker at the crossover point. So even with the larger 12 and 15-inch systems, you don't get the beaming effect from the low-frequency driver that you'll find in other similar systems at the crossover point. So again, whether you're standing right in front of the speaker or whether you're standing to the side, you get the same information, you're having the same fantastic experience. Now let's talk about some mechanicals. There's a lot of things that have gone into this box to make it the most useful EON box that we've ever had. We have M10 suspension points, 2 on the top and 1 pullback on the back, to make sure that these can be safely suspended. Whether you're in a school or in a church environment, this means that you can have these as install speakers and they'll be approved by any building manager. These speakers are made out of polypropylene using some very sophisticated injection molding techniques and a sophisticated mechanical design to make sure that they'll withstand drops, bumps, kicks, any of the abuse that you're going to throw at it on the road. What this means for you is that these speakers are going to stand up to years of touring duty and still sound great every time you plug them in and put them up on the stand. You're also going to notice some things with the EON 600 that make it a little bit different from earlier iterations of the EON family. On the 12 and the 15-inch models, we have 4 handles so that you can pick this up no matter how it's laid down. We have monitor positions on either side, so you don't have to worry about how exactly you're going to configure this. And we have stacking indexing feet so that when you put these in the closet for storage, you can stack them on top of each other and save some space on the floor that way. You'll also notice a stripped-down, streamlined, very professional look. We like to call it a tuxedo finish. What this means is that these speakers can go anywhere. They will be heard, but they'll blend into their architectural environment. You can even turn the LED on the front off to make sure that these speakers will be heard but not seen. So the EON 600 line consists of 4 speakers. The EON 610, 612, and 615, which are all two-way speakers. Those last 2 numbers of the model designation are the inches of the low-frequency woofer. Finally, the EON 618S is the dedicated subwoofer of the line with a precisely matched crossover, so when you're crossing over between the EON 618S and any of the speakers in the EON line, you get a full range frequency that sounds fantastic all the way down into the very low bass spectrum. These EON 600 speakers are available now. For more information, visit craftmusic.com and be sure to check out the bundles for a great deal. Once again, I'm Nathan Baglyos from Harman Professional. Thanks for watching.